How's it, everyone? American Express credit cards are for wealthy people. Only those who are rich, those who have a high net worth, those who have a high income and spend a lot of money can get a American Express credit card. What if I told you that was all wrong, that was all cap, that was a lying, that was a joke, whatever you want to call it? It's not true. Amex credit cards are not specifically for rich people. You do not have to be rich in order to get an Amex credit card. So if they aren't a status symbol, why else are Amex credit cards so popular? Well, let me take that back because there is at least one Amex credit card that actually is a status symbol, and I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. It's called the Centurion card. Better yet, it's referred to as the Black card, and I'm sure you've heard of it before in like dozens of rap songs, and if you were lucky enough, you actually got to hold one in your hand. Yes, that card is a flex. It is a status symbol because you have to be a millionaire in order to even get that credit card. As a matter of fact, you probably have to be a multi-millionaire. But we are not here to talk about the Black card because yes, that credit card is popular, at least in pop culture, but only ever the top 1% will ever even get to that credit card. It's not applicable to people like us. So that's why in this video, I'll be going over why the other Amex credit cards are so popular. There's no denying that American Express is a pretty big credit card company right now. I mean, their closest competition is Chase, which is probably one of, if not the biggest credit card company right now. And we are here to dive deeper into why that might be the case. And the first reason why Amex credit cards are so popular are because of the credit cards that they offer. Yes, I know this one's pretty obvious because it's a credit card company. So of course the credit cards, of course their products that they sell, that they make a profit off of course that's going to be one of the reasons why they're so popular. Amex credit cards are great, but there's not a lot of them to choose from. As of right now, American Express only has 17 cards to apply for. And trust me, that's not too many. Yes, I know most of you probably won't even own nearly as much as 17 credit cards. I mean, as a matter of fact, if you get 10 credit cards, that's a pretty big accomplishment. So 17 may seem like a big number to you. But to put things into perspective, you compare that to Chase's credit card portfolio of 35 credit cards, and even the Capital One's credit card portfolio of 30 credit cards, then you start to see why American Express doesn't have that big of a credit card product portfolio. Citi only has 14 credit cards to choose from, so American Express is closer to Citi's amount of credit cards than it is to Chase's and Capital One's. If it was a sheer numbers game, Amex wouldn't be looking so hot right now. As I mentioned earlier, Amex does not have a lot of credit cards to choose from, and I'll be going more into that in detail later in the video when I talk about the cons of American Express. But for one of the advantages of Amex credit cards is that they have very special and unique cards to choose from. And for this video's sake, I'll just be specifically going into just two of those cards that Amex offers. But before I move on, I do want to mention some honorable mentions from Amex that are still solid credit cards. Those cards are the Amex Green Card, Hilton Honors Aspire Card, Blue Cash Preferred Card, and the American Express Blue Business Cards. If I were to cover all those cards in this video, it would be way too long. You'd be bored out of your mind, so I'll save that for later. So that leaves the two remaining credit cards that I chose to talk about, and the first one is going to be, surprise, surprise, the Amex Gold Card. If you're an OG of this channel, you've probably heard about me talk about this credit card like every other week, it seems like, because this credit card is so great and I love it. It's one of my favorite cards right now. But come on now, you guys must agree, right? It's a solid card. Dining and grocery categories, spending categories are popular for most people because most people have to eat. So the Amex Gold Card offers you 4 times points at restaurants and 4 times points at grocery stores. Those are solid earning multipliers for a credit card, and actually most credit cards either offer you just dining or just a grocery store category. So it's kind of unique, it's kind of special that the Amex Gold Card offers you both. And not only that, but it's 4 times points, not 2, not 3, but 4 times points. On top of that, you get $120 of dining credit each year to be used at select establishments. And you also get $120 of Uber credit each year for Uber rides and Uber Eats. Both credits are given to you in $10 increments each month. The annual fee of the Amex Gold Card is on the steeper side because it clocks in at $250 per year. But like I said earlier, this card is a food beast. It's a solid credit card. It looks pretty, it looks good in person, it feels solid in person, and you have options to choose from, whether it be the rose gold version or the gold version. But I hope you choose the gold version because that is the better color. Everyone who dislikes this video owns a rose gold version. That's just the truth. And the next solid Amex credit card, which is probably the face of American Express, I mean, besides the black card, it is going to be the Amex Platinum card. Same deal here. I talk about this card too much, so here's a quick breakdown. You earn lots of points on flights and hotels, specifically 5 times points. You also get a lot of benefits and credits. Everything from select streaming credits to hotel credit, flight credit, Equinox credit, Walmart Plus credit, Saks Fifth Avenue credit, Uber credit, and much, much more. And all of the long list of benefits that the Amex Platinum card has to offer, the one that stands out is the lounge access. And more specifically, it's the Centurion lounge access. You also will get Marriott and Hilton Gold status as well, which is pretty cool. And since the Amex Platinum card is a banger of a credit card, it also comes with a bomb of an annual fee, like an absolute nuclear bomb annual fee. And that's because the annual fee of this bad boy is $695. And this is making it the most expensive, like, normal personal credit card that you could get. And if you thought the Amex Gold card looked good, wait until you see this, because you're going to absolutely wet your pants. As a matter of fact, you can choose from 2 other designs that are both made from renowned artists. Lastly, there are also 2 different flavors of the Amex Platinum card. You could go with the business Platinum card, you know, if you're feeling really fancy, or you could go with the Charles Schwab Platinum card version if you like investing, you're smart, you know, you invest. All 3 of these cards are similar but different. They do not share the same credits and benefits exactly. They do differ between each of the products, so please be sure to make sure which version is right for you. I would argue that the Amex Gold card and the Amex Platinum card are kind of like the bread and butter credit cards of American Express. Like, if you don't have either of these cards, you probably want to eventually get one of these credit cards. Like, it's just staples of the American Express family. I remember when I was filling out the Platinum card application, I was feeling really nervous, really anxious, like, there's no way I should be applying for this. There's no way they're gonna accept me. And then when you click on that submit button after you enter in all of your information, your heart just starts to beat, your stomach, you get butterflies in your stomach. Like, it's such a crazy feeling. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys feel the same way. And then boom, I was accepted. Best feeling in the whole wide world. You know, I went to sleep right after. It was great. It was a great night. Let's move on to another reason why Amex credit cards are so popular. And this one's just as important, or maybe even more important than just having a great family of credit cards. American Express has a solid credit card point system. Amex likes to call it their membership reward program, or, you know, membership reward points. And you're a member when you sign up, when you're a customer of American Express. When you get your first credit card, you get that year that you got that first credit card stamped or engraved onto every credit card that you get going forward. On a serious note, Amex's point system rivals Chase's ultimate reward system, so that should let you know how good of a system it is. Yes, I know I've said that the Chase Ultimate Reward point system is probably the better of the 2, but only by a little, okay? It's not like by a landslide or anything. Amex is still really great. And that's because Amex points are also worth on average around 2 cents per point. That's only when you redeem them on certain things, and I'm gonna go over that right now. With your Amex points, you could redeem them for things like gift cards, buy things through their shopping portal, donate them, use them for statement credit, book travel through the Amex portal, and best of all, transfer your Amex points to one of American Express's travel transfer partners. And here is a list of American Express's travel transfer partners. Just like Chase, there are a lot to choose from, so I'm sure you could find an airline or a hotel that you would love to do business with. One thing about Amex is that even with a no annual fee card like the Amex Everyday card, you could still transfer your Amex points into one of American Express's travel transfer partners. And this is different from Chase, because with Chase, you have to have one of 3 special select credit cards in order to be able to transfer your Chase points to a Chase travel partner. And all 3 of those credit cards have an annual fee. Like I say time and time again though, one of the best ways to redeem your credit card points is to transfer them into a travel transfer partner. This is how you're gonna get valuations of over 2 cents per point, or easily over 1 cent per point for sure. unlike Chase though, American Express does not have a credit card that will increase your base cent per point valuation, and let me explain. With cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, your points are worth a minimum of 1.25 cents and 1.50 cents per point respectively if you book your points or your travel through the Chase Travel Portal. For Amex, you don't get a benefit like that. And that's how you redeem Amex points, but what about earning them? How do you earn American Express membership reward points? Here are 3 quick and easy ways to do that. The first one is the obvious one, and it's to use your credit cards, use those multipliers, and stack up those points. The second one is to get those sign-up bonuses. No matter what credit card it is, whether it's an Amex, Chase, Citi, whatever, you want to hit that sign-up bonus and you want to hit it responsibly. Sign-up bonuses are a huge way to get credit card points. The thing about American Express, though, is that you're limited to 1 sign-up bonus per lifetime per credit card. So if you have a credit card and you got a sign-up bonus from it, even if you cancel it and reapply, you will not be eligible to get another sign-up bonus for that specific credit card. I have heard stories though where people waited like 7 years or longer after they canceled that credit card and then they reapplied and they were able to get another sign-up bonus, but please don't count on that. It may be different for you, so for sure, don't count on that. And the last way that's kind of easy to stack up some membership reward points is to use companies like Rakuten. And no, it's not a sponsored post or anything, but I personally like to use Rakuten. It's like this app, it's like this website where you get cash back on certain online purchases, and they actually allow you to transfer that cash back into Amex points. All you have to do is create an account and use their link to go to your favorite stores like Nike, or you can install like the Google Chrome app or whatever. And if you want to support me in this channel, I do have a referral link in the description box down below. And if you sign up using that link, after you spend $30 through Rakuten, you'll get $30 cash back. So you'll essentially get $30 item for free, which of course you could transfer later into Amex points. The last pro that I'll be going over of why Amex cards are so popular is because of their customer service. Amex has been known to have a more pleasant customer service than most other credit card companies. Of course, disclaimer, this is super subjective and super anecdotal and it varies from person to person, but personally I've had pretty good experiences with them, so I could attest to this like stigma or this opinion. I'm not saying I had like a bad time or bad customer service with other companies like Chase or anything like that, but just with Amex, it was different. I guess it was a positively different experience. For example, with Chase, it takes a little bit more work to actually talk to like a real human being representative. But with Amex, at least again, in my case, it was more straightforward and I got it a lot faster and a lot easier. Also, the Amex Platinum Concierge service has come in clutch a few times, especially when it comes to like making restaurant bookings, restaurant reservations. But I understand that that is only available to Amex Platinum card holders. So if you don't have the Platinum card, you do not have access to that service. But since it is still American Express, I do want to acknowledge that they're doing a good job and their customer service is pretty good. My one gripe here with American Express customer service is that at the beginning of the conversation, they ask you, hey, what's a good phone number so that way we could contact you in case this phone or this conversation gets disconnected. And every time, or which has been like two times it's got disconnected, and both times they did not call me back. So I mean, why are you gonna ask for a phone number to call me back on if you're not gonna call me back? And I guess that's a good segue to kind of go into the cons of American Express credit cards. Because yes, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter when you are, there are pros and cons. The first con of Amex credit cards is that it's not meant for beginners. This is kind of like a two-step, two-level, double-barrel con. The first reason is because Amex does not have credit cards for beginners. They do not have any student credit cards or secured credit cards. And we already mentioned earlier in this video that they just simply don't have a huge selection of credit cards to choose from. They do have some basic no annual fee credit cards, but Chase and like Capital One, even Citi have more options in that territory to choose from as opposed to American Express. That's number one. So number two, a lot of Amex credit cards annual fees are expensive. Like we went over the Amex Gold card with a $250 annual fee, and they have the Amex Platinum card with a $695 annual fee. Again, the highest credit card annual fee for a personal, normal person. They also have Hilton cards that go from $0 to $95 to $450, and the only Marriott credit card that Amex offers is $450 a year to use it. Yes, those cards have their justifiable benefits and credits that go with it. It's not a total ripoff, but still yet at the end of the day, you have to pay the annual fee, and some people simply can't afford that or don't want to pay the annual fee because they're not going to get that value from the credit card. It's a lot easier to justify a $0 or $95 annual fee credit card than it is a $450 or $695 annual fee credit card. American Express credit cards are expensive. Maybe that's how American Express got that stigma. Maybe that's how Amex got that rep, that reputation of being only for rich people. Maybe because they have like ridiculously high, ridiculously expensive annual fees, and that's why only rich people have them. Another thing about Amex is that it is not accepted everywhere. When you go out there into the beautiful world, pretty much everyone and their mom will accept Visa and MasterCard. But when it comes to American Express, not so much. That's just how it works. That's real life. American Express is not accepted everywhere. It's mainly because as a merchant or a business owner, Amex is charging you a higher transaction fee. So that means every time someone uses an Amex credit card, Amex is charging that merchant or business a higher transaction fee than, let's say, Visa or MasterCard. Therefore, that might be the main reason why businesses do not take Amex, is because why have to pay higher transaction fees if you could just take Visa and MasterCard and do just fine there. Over the years though, Amex has gotten better, but still it does not nearly compare to Visa and MasterCard's reach. What do you guys think? Do you have any more pros and cons of Amex credit cards? Because I'm sure I did not cover all of the different possibilities. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and check out my Chase video where I talked about why Chase credit cards are so popular. Or if you want to go deeper into the credit card journey, you could choose one of the other videos right here. You can choose either one. I won't judge you. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fun rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots. Okay, wait. Also, PS, I'll be now posting twice a week. This week it's going to be Wednesday and Friday, but my normal schedule is going to be posting Monday and Wednesday. So that means I get to see you guys twice as much. So if you're seeing this, please go ahead and comment, see you on Friday, and that's about it. Okay, love you, bye.